up, home skillet? Ready for a fat story with a capital PH? See, back in 1999, all kinds of stuff was going down. The Matrix came out, Billy got impeached, Slim Shady and SpongeBob debuted. But that ain't all that in a bag of potato chips, you know what I mean? See, the real 411 is this. In November of 1999, at the Jersey Shore, there was a group of high school students who sort of saved the world. You mean you didn't hear about it? You gotta be bugging. It's like this. On a Friday night at the Ocean Township Mall, the lives of 4 high schoolers was forever changed when some weird stuff started going down. Then, yada yada yada, they saved the mall, the Jersey Shore, and the world. Or did they? Anyway, that's what this story's all about. Starring Kayla as Misty Davenport, Daniel as CJ Milton, Cameron as Roach, Taylor as Nick Anderson, and Justin as the Dungeon Master. So You Wanna Be a DM presents Mall Madness 99.
Hey gang, and welcome back to So You Wanna Be a DM presents Mall Madness 99. I'm Justin. I use they them pronouns. I'm going to be your dungeon master for this short series, and joining with me is a cast of incredible characters, and we're so excited to meet them all. Let's go around, introduce ourselves. You can do any plugs to anything that you have either coming up or long-standing, and then we can get into our story.
Yes, as my name starts with the letter C, I will go first. Hi, I'm Cam or Cameron. I use pronouns. You can pick them for me. I am going to be playing Roach tonight. He, him. And if you want to check me out, I'm on the internet. You could go to the Streaming Rainbow on YouTube. And then I'm also in a couple of Enchanted Sorcery production little Twitch things. We play Thirsty Sword Lesbians. Yeah, and if you're looking for a plug, you can meet Roach in the parking lot. That's me.
Hello, everyone. I'm Daniel, also known as Daniel the DM on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. So, hi, how's it going? Somehow they keep bringing me back. What can I say? I'm trying to get that punch card filled out, get a free sub, no fries. As in terms of plugs and shout outs, I don't really have one. I just have to give a very huge mention to my lovely, lovely wife, because today is our 3-year anniversary, and I love her very much. Gotcha. So I just want to give her a big shout out for being amazing.
Lovely.
Wow, amazing of your wife to let you use some of your anniversary to play games with us.
Our schedule has been insane this week, so that's how this turned out.
Still, bless her.
Yeah.
On that note, hi, I'm Kayla. I use she, her pronouns. You can usually find me on the Potions and Potpourri podcast. Me and my gal pal Keisha exist on most spaces in the internet under that name, doing all kinds of kooky, wacky things under that handle. And you can also find me on other people's streams like this, playing as cool people as well. Excited to be back for another round.
Awesome. I'm Taylor. I'm the other half of the So You Want to Be a DM podcast. We're both so excited to have both returning and new guests. I'm so excited. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, pretty much anywhere you find podcasts. So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master. I'm excited to get down and get playing.
Let's get into it. Okay, I'm stoked. All right. Without further ado.
LA.
The date. God damn it, Taylor.
So I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm kidding. The date is November 25th, 1999. Black Friday. The location is the Ocean Township Mall at the Jersey Shore. Our story follows 4 students from Central High who happen to be at the mall this fateful evening. But we're going to meet them in a moment. The beaches and boardwalks are a ghost town in these winter months. The occasional local bearing the wilderness on this Black Friday. As we head inland, we come to the epicenter of pop culture and community, the mall. Inside, we hear No Scrubs playing over the speakers, but it's nearly drowned out from the cacophony of voices and masses of people following the flow of bodies to all of the stores with saving, which is all of the stores. Families rushing to the nearest Auntie Anne's for a hot pretzel. A bad son buying a Smash Mouth calendar for their dad for Christmas. A posse of young kids leaving the food court and headed to Spencer's to giggle at adult things. For all the wonders and sensations that the mall offers the hundreds of people here, they have no idea that they are moments away from witnessing something truly unimaginable. And so, let's meet our main characters. We're going to start off passing through the mall. We see all different kinds of stores on either side. We pass by I've never known how to pronounce the name of this store, but it's like, ready for it? Esprit? I have always thought it was E-Spirit. People are giving me nods. I feel good about this. Esprit? It's a clothing store. We also pass by Unlimited 2, a Wet Seal, before finally reaching the mecca of information in this mall, the Ocean Township Mall, the Walden Books. As we find a young martial artist playing hooky on this day, avoiding the dojo where he gets his reps in, and instead has come here to the mall and to this store, Walden Books. Taylor, if you would describe what we see as we look at your character.
So, Nick is still in his uniform, but it's kind of cold out. So there's like just a jacket over the gi, and he is just standing in, probably not standing, has gone over and grabbed a book and is just kind of sitting in one of those super comfy chairs, reading through a fantasy novel of some sort, some kind of escapist, what have you. Like, just, he doesn't really know what to do with himself when he's not actively in training. So he just kind of finds a quiet little corner to just exist in, outside of the dojo, outside of school, outside of where he's got so much pressure on him to do stuff. He can just fall into this chair, this comfy ass chair, and read a book.
Yeah. As you're reading this really intense sort of fantasy novel, it starts to talk about like ritual and different machinations that the main antagonist is putting forth in this particular passage that you're reading. And these rituals start to blend the line between dimensions. And it starts getting like kind of trippy and a little bit over your head as it begins to mention beings that are so distant from what we can conceive as humans that the very sight of them would cause us to spiral into madness. And all of that is immediately, as frightening and as profound as that moment is, it is all immediately swept away as you hear a familiar voice go, "Oh my God, Nick, is that you?" And you look up to see Rachel, another student at your martial arts place
Mm-hmm.
who knows, relatively speaking, your schedule. She normally takes the class right after yours
Okay.
and is like, she's like a little bit older. She's actually been going to that dojo for a really long time, and she's like a brown belt, 2 stripes, let's say, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Oh my God, Nick, is that you?"
Yeah.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be in class? What's going on?
I hurt my ankle, and I can't take class
No.
today.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Go ahead and make a deception check, please.
You got it. You got it.
And for people watching
First
at
roll.
home, right now, our characters are essentially level 0. They have 10s in every single stat. It is flat rolls across the board for the time being.
Exception. Sure. I got this. Got this. Got this. I'm
Got this.
no problem. 18.
18. She looks at your leg propped up on a nearby table where you were like just fully, you got too into the moment and were fully relaxing, claiming the space, so to speak. And your foot was up, and she kind of looks at it and she just kind of nods solemnly, says, "Man, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I guess you won't be in the tournament at the end of the month or next month or whatever. The Christmas one."
I don't know. Hopefully it'll heal up by then. We'll see.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I think I just might
Awesome,
have just
well-
twisted it weird or something.
That can happen sometimes.
Yeah.
You never know. Well, hey, don't go chasing waterfalls. See you around, Nick. And she
Okay,
just
bye.
kind of walks out of the Walden books there. And in this moment, you begin to get a little hungry. You feel your stomach growl a little bit. Normally you would eat before the lesson, but you kind of knew you were going to be playing hooky, so you skipped a meal. Starting to feel a little bit hungry. Food court is sounding pretty good right now.
I catch a whiff of the Sbarro pizza. Yeah, I definitely big.
Hell yeah.
I'm not training. I'm playing hooky. I'm doing it all. I'm taking all hooky, and I'm going out. I'm getting the greasiest slice of pizza I can find. Forget my stupid training diet. I don't care about getting underweight or whatever. I just want to not have to deal with this kind of external pressure today. So absolutely. I'll shelve my book and then go meander off to get me some greasy ass Sbarro pizza.
Amazing. Awesome. As you leave the Walden books, you pass by sort of, it's not located in the center of the mall per se, but it is in one of those like intersections of several different stores and stuff like that. So it's sort of a open area, if you know what I mean. But it's not necessarily the center of the mall, but just this large venue.
Right.
And it has like an atrium, beautiful top and stuff like that. And there's a fountain water feature, and it's massive. It takes up a huge amount of space. And there's a good amount of water in this feature. There's small little fountains shooting water in arcs. And in the center is a massive stone statue of a beautiful but kind of like nondescript, like there aren't any like super specific characteristics of this person. You can tell this is a statue that isn't based on like a living person, that they were like, the cheekbones go like that. It's very kind of plain in the facial features, but it's like a beautiful woman, and she's wearing a long flowing robe, and like sculpting work is beautiful. She has wings that are sort of furled behind her, and she holds a staff that has two serpents swirling around it and sort of arcing at the top. And you know the plaque. You've seen this a million times being to the mall before, presumably, right?
Mhm.
But you see the plaque, and it says the name of the statue, and it's just referred to as Our Lady of the Waters. And you know that this fountain is rumored to be like magical. It's sort of a local legend. This idea that if you take a penny and flick it into the waters while making a wish, that as long as you are true in your heart about what your wish is, then it could come true. So as you are walking past this fountain, you feel around. Does your martial arts uniform have pockets?
No, but my jacket does.
Okay. I was like, oh shit.
No.
Pockets.
Yeah, I do have pockets. I got some change.
Amazing. You pull out a shiny a 1988 penny. I don't know. And approach the fountain. Nick Anderson, in this moment, although this is like an internal monologue,
Mm-hmm.
What are you wishing for as you flick this penny into the waters?
I just wish I had a normal life. Everybody else. I want to not be under pressure to perform all the time. Whether even inside school, outside of school, it's just I want to be able to relax. And then I'll dink.
You flick the quarter, plunk, into the water, and you continue onwards towards the food court, passing by a bodybuilder in line at the Orange Julius who has on a tank top that has truly spaghetti straps, just the thinnest straps, the deepest. It's not even a V, it's a U.
Mm-hmm.
This huge V-neck. You can it's sticking onto the nipples on the sides. And it's just kind of like very, the pants are baggy and they're like zebra print. And this person is in line. This is just somebody you notice. This has no bearing on anything other than I think it's funny. This is my dad in the 90s, in line at the Orange Julius, who's like talking to the person behind the back saying, no, listen, they've done it before. You can put raw eggs in it. I got a show this weekend. You can put raw eggs in the smoothie. I'm telling you. And they're arguing, sir, that's actually, it's a health thing. We can't put raw eggs. I'm sorry about that. And they're just kind of arguing a little bit as you sort of led by the smell of greasy pepperoni, fresh out of the oven.
Mm-hmm. They do the inside
camera
out
doesn't
pizza
stay.
there. It's got the crust on the outside, and then it's got the sauce and all the cheese and everything in the middle.
I remember.
I love it. I'm here for it.
Decent. But we leave the food court for the time being as we venture back into the mall, passing by a loud and like beams of light shooting out as we pass by Aladdin's arcade. We pass by a group of kids getting kicked out of Sharper Image for playing with all the futuristic stuff and just like not being cool about putting it back the way that they found it and stuff. And we find ourselves at A to Z Video, a video rental. For those watching who are of a certain age, this won't make any sense to you, but neither will this entire campaign, I suppose. A video rental and video game rental store, A to Z Video, as we step inside, as our next character is mid-argument with a gentleman who is going, I don't know, Y2K, they're saying it's gonna be big. And we meet Daniel's character. Daniel, can you please describe, I hate that I just put myself in that, now I have to do that voice.
There you go.
I did that to myself.
So you all meet Christopher James Milton, aka CJ, and he is this tall, kind of lanky kid. Super deep voice that he's had probably since like 6th, 7th grade. Just like everyone else has like squeaky little voices, and then he just dropped like 8 octaves one night. And he's wearing a black sleeveless hoodie with the hood of it's red, and he has a red and black checkered flannel wrapped around his waist, and he's wearing like these tight black skinny jeans with like rips in them around the knees, and then he also is wearing some black Converses to go along with it. He's got bracelets and a leather strap bracelets that he got from like Spencer's, and like an actual leather just like arm like bracer on, and black fingernails and black painted fingernails, and it's just like yeah. So like I said, I mean, the VCRs that we sell, dude, I mean they're Y2K proof, so I don't.
What do you mean? Yeah. What do you mean?
I mean, they've been preparing for this for a while, so it's like I understand you got a laser disc. And
how could they have been preparing for it for a while? I just heard about it. I mean, heard about
it's been on the news for a while, but listen, all you need to know is that once that clock strikes midnight, this VCR is going to work perfectly fine. Or you can get a DVD player. It's up to you. Either way.
DVDs. Those will never catch on.
Hey,
those will never catch on.
Stick with that laser disc. I'm sure things will turn around.
Okay, laser disc. I will. Let me ask you this: do you have the 10 things I hate about you on laser disc?
On laser disc, no. Not a recent release like that.
All right. What about The Sixth Sense?
No, we got Home Alone.
The first one. The kid?
Yeah, but just the first one. Second one's out.
Okay. I'll do the first one.
Okay, yeah, no problem. I'll just ring you up at the front. Sounds good?
All right, sounds good. And he begins to peruse like the little candies and snacks and stuff like that you have near the front registers and stuff like that. And as you take it back, you see a familiar face. One or two familiar faces enter in as like former, or rather, they're still part of the football team, but like former teammates, I suppose, enter into the video store as you see the quarterback, Brody, tall, broad-shouldered, kind of like chicken legs, sort of a Dorito upper body kind of vibes. Looks more like a swimmer, but has a cannon. And he's in there and he's got like the super coiffed hair. He's wearing his varsity jacket. And he comes in. The colors of Central High, by the way, maroon and gold. It's like a goldenrod, that sort of very, very bright school bus yellow, sort of. And he's wearing he's got the collar popped. And he like kind of comes over to the counter and he's like, whoa, CJ, what's up, man? You freaking work here?
Yeah. This is what I do after school. I pick up a job to fill up the time in between not doing practice anymore.
True, yeah, I hear that. Man, it's kind of weird without you, on the squad.
Hey, I miss you guys, but I gotta do my own thing. So, you looking for anything in particular, or?
Shit. What was it called? American Pie. You have American Pie?
Yeah, but you need a ID for that.
Oh shit! Come on, man. It's me, dude.
Yeah, I get it.
It's
but
me.
I literally cannot lose this job. I would never hear the end of it from my parents.
Oh, dang, dude, that stinks. All right, I guess we'll take Cruel Intentions.
Gotcha. It's good. And CJ will go to do that and tries to make sure that he kind of takes his composition notebook off of like the clerk counter that has like all of his drawings and notebooks full of ideas, and just kind of tucks that away in his pocket. But yeah, cool. Yeah, maybe we can hang out sometime when I'm done working.
Yeah, dude, sure. Yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, we'll definitely have to, figure something out. We'll just have to,
Tight.
Yeah. Sick.
Totally. Fat.
All right. Yeah. All right. And like so awkwardly, like a 5-minute too long goodbye is had between these two former teammates as Brody and this other person, like somebody else on the team, leave the video store. Brody. Yeah. Who's this other person?
I already forgot his name.
As you wrap up this transaction with the older gentleman about the Y2K and getting his hands on whatever we agreed to, 10 Things I Hate About You or something, but
Home Alone.
Or Home Alone. It was Home Alone.
1.
Then your manager comes in from like a back office. This is Michelle, your manager. She's nice enough. And she says to you, "Oh, hello, CJ.
Yeah.
How's everything going? Everything's going well?"
Yeah, so far so good. I mean, that guy was in here for a while talking about the VCR, and he didn't get a VCR, but
my goodness. Yeah, we're gonna get that.
Yeah, he does.
We're gonna get that for the rest of the quarter.
Yeah,
I know it. Well, listen, have you taken your break today, hon?
No.
You know what I told
yet,
you?
actually.
I know that you don't like clocking out and taking an unpaid break, but that's how the rules are, sweetheart. You got to take that break. Go ahead to the food court.
Sure. Yeah, I'll head down there.
Remember, you get an employee discount. You're an employee at the mall. You get a discount.
Thanks.
All right. Be back. Remember, 30 minutes.
So I think, CJ will head out, make sure that his secret pack of cigarettes is in his backpack, and then whip it around his shoulder, and then start to head down the escalator.
Incredible. You head down the escalator. As you do, the escalator ends in that same gigantic foyer that has a raised roof and this incredible water feature, the stone statue of Our Lady of the Water. As you slowly walk by, you stop for a moment and look at all of the dazzling, as the light is refracted through the water. You see all of these dazzling pennies, just this brilliant copper shine that lines the bottom of the water. If you would like, you may approach the waters, and if you feel like you have a penny on you or something.
Yeah, I think
and
CJ
can make
would
a wish.
normally come down to the fountain to doodle. So I think he's pulling out his composition notebook that has just full of like a whole bunch of detailed drawings for. He doesn't know if it's going to be a comic book, a movie, a TV show. I don't know. But it's a whole bunch of different characters, ideas for magic systems and spells and all these different things that are written down in this notebook. And as he's just sitting there, taking some time to doodle, it just kind of goes, would be nice to do whatever I wanted for a living. Actually, just use my imagination for once. And just kind of closes his notebook, looks down at the fountain, and pulls out an arcade token, and then just tosses it into the water.
Incredible.
What up? And then just kind of walks off to go outside.
Beautiful. You go off to walk outside. As you're walking outside to have like a cigarette break.
Yeah. By the
Okay.
dumpsters next to all the other food court employees and line cooks.
You go off outside and begin pulling out your secret stash of cigarettes. As you do,
Don't smoke.
we see. Yes, this is all fantasy.
This
guys.
was the 90s, everybody. It's not.
This is
It's
a
not real.
fictional cigarette.
Yeah. You see near the dumpster, the camera sort of moves past you, and we see towards the dumpster two guys standing around going, "Oh man, did you bring it? No? Oh shit. Oh, dang it. All right, where's Roach? I don't know, man. I think he might be inside the mall. I think he's at the skate park. Oh shit. All right, you go in and get him." And runs off, and the camera kind of follows this person as they rush through the mall, passing through people and like tripping at one point, and eventually they make it to this like interesting portion of the mall where it is an indoor skate park, very small. It's like a very small skate park, but nonetheless a skate park that is actually inside of a Vans like skate shop. So they have a wooden wall full of shoes on display, mostly Vans, and there's a skate park, and you see a couple of people just kind of like skating and kind of just kind of rock and rolling just around the indoor skate park as music kind of blares, like Big Real Fish blares on the loudspeakers, as we see this individual who we were following running through the thing runs up to our next character. Cameron, if you would like to describe Roach and who we see.
Okay, imagine, if you will, a long bench. You could probably sit about 3 people, like a piney wood on top, in this skate park, meant to sit upon and watch the people skate. Currently, the whole bench is taken up. It is occupied by Roach, who is not sitting on the bench, but sitting with his legs underneath the bench. So his like chest is pressed up against the bench, and there is a rolling tray with just loose weed, flour as they call it, sitting upon it, a little grinder, and just a fuck ton of rolling papers. And he is hard to tell sitting down, but a little on the taller side, a little on the paler side. His outfit is very like loose fitting. You think that in the summer he would be very toasty, but in the autumn, winter seasons, probably a little too chilly. A trusty beanie on, the same color as the rest of his outfit. All of his clothes match in the sense that they are one color, and that is like a greenish beige. His hair is almost touching the floor. It is long, tucked in his beanie as best it can, greasy and split ends, not well kept, not taken care of. A face with a little too much stubble, if you could grow stubble. It's like very patchy, with a little peach fuzz mustache, and he is grinding and rolling weed. His eyes are just like fucking bloodshot red.
Mm-hmm. This person,
So-
you're in the middle of this, and you're like focusing on rolling the next thing, as this person rushes up to you like in a panic almost. This is just a dude who like frequents here all the time, named Boz, B-O-Z, and he just rushes up to you and he's like, "Oh, dude, listen, Roach, I need a big favor, dude. Do you have an extra lighter? Bro, I flippin' forgot mine, bro."
Oh, No problem, man. As a trusted employee of of giving you the good shit, man. I'm always here for you any day of the week. Let me check my backpack, my supplies.
Oh
He winks
shit!
at
All
him
right.
and then goes into his backpack and just like sticks half of his body into his backpack, trying to find a lighter. Eventually, like a small little like black lighter appears in his hand. Here
Oh,
you
heck
go,
yeah.
man.
Oh, sick.
Anytime.
All right. Thanks. I'll definitely give it back, dude. Trust. I'm not one of those. I don't steal lighters, dude. That's not me. That's not me, dude.
Oh, that's good. As a reminder, you need to sign the lighter book.
Oh,
Goes back
shit,
into his
dude.
backpack, pulls out a little notebook. Here you go, man. Just put the date
Yeah.
and your name and the color of the lighter that you took.
Okay. Balls. Okay. Sick. All good, dude.
What?
I said all good. Dude. I said all good, dude.
You're good, man.
Awesome,
What?
dude. Oh, I don't know. Anyway,
Oh, you
I
fill
gotta
that out,
go.
man?
Yeah, bro.
Okay, cool. I'll take that back and you're good to go.
Sick. Okay. All right, man. I'll see you soon.
Hey,
And he, what's up?
good. I was just gonna say good luck out there, but you seem like you're in a hurry, so good luck.
Oh yeah, dude. Good looking out. And he rushes away. As that concludes, two of your best friends get back from like the bathroom or something. Like they had just stepped away for a moment and have returned. As you see Dante and West come in, and they sort of like pull up chairs next to you, sort of, or like rather they just like sit crisscross applesauce sort of on either side of you, and Dante puts a hand on your shoulder and is like, dude, I'm telling you, we're gonna make so much money if we just execute our 3-point plan. Do you remember it? I went over it before I left for the bathroom.
Hey, I think you'd be really proud of me. I executed it. I told
Oh shit.
I told a customer that
Okay.
he could have a lighter, and I was very
And he's
1, presentable, 2, say the name of the product, and 3, presentable. 3-step plan.
dude. Fucking nailed it.
Fuck
He goes for like a big high five and is like, hell yeah, dude. Because if listen, that's the thing. Those other people out there, they're only 1 times presentable. We're 2 times presentable. And that is the difference. Do you get it?
No.
Then
But
you're halfway there.
I believe in you, Dante.
Dude, and together, we can do this.
What?
Bro, you should maybe hit the food court, dude. You need like a Nathan's number 3.
Dude.
That's what I'm
That,
That's what I'm saying.
you know, like that feeling of like when you have food and you eat it
Yeah.
and it is in your stomach and you can
Oh, I
feel
love
it there.
Yeah.
Think about that, but like the opposite. And that's what I'm feeling right now.
Oh no.
Like I could
Whoa.
put a whole Nathan's number 3 in there.
You got it. You got it, dude. Can I have
I
one
got it,
too?
man. Yeah. and
Wait, if
get
we
an
both get number
employee
3s, is that a
discount.
number 6?
If I can
Yeah.
ask, man.
Might as well.
I don't work there. I work at our plate. At
Yeah.
bringing you good shit.
Bringing you good shit. That's us.
That's us.
Because that's
Hey,
what we do.
Wes, how you
Oh,
doing,
shit.
buddy?
West.
Hey guys, hey, what's up? Hey guys. Sorry, I was minding my own. I gotta. My Tamagotchi's like 2 seconds away from dying.
Wes, I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
Do you feel the need to apologize because you feel inadequate in yourself?
Oh God. Dude, it's like you got X-ray eyes, dude. You saw right
No.
through me.
No. I smoked before. That's why.
Oh shit. That explains it.
Yeah. But
Yeah. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
You don't need to apologize. Your Tamagotchis are important. They can like die and shit.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
This
You're
one
like
here
a
is
dad.
a couple. Thank you for saying that. I really appreciate that.
Thank you for being a dad.
You know, somebody's got to do it.
Hey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want number 3 and make it a 9?
Shit, hell yeah. Let's go get him.
Okay, cool. Maybe we'll see like Wanda working at that pretzel place.
Probably.
Wow. Whoa, yeah.
All right, let's go. And you guys slowly and out of sync with one another, get your stuff together and begin leaving the Vans store / skate park. And Roach, you begin to pass by on your way to the Pretzel Annie Ann's, which is in the food court. You pass by this water feature, the one that I've been describing. Giant, beautiful statue, staff with 2 serpents that sort of circle around it, that very like medical sort of symbol. And she has long flowing robes as she stands triumphantly in the center, probably like 20 feet tall. And you see all the pennies around the place and stuff like that. And you see West and Dante making wishes, but you see them kind of just sort of, I think you would get the impression that they don't take it seriously, as they're kind of just like flicking multiple coins, and they're just kind of out loud just going, "Wish I had a hamburger," and just kind of like wasting their wishes, if you will. What is Roach doing in this moment?
Yo, Dante, you do that like every time we walk past the fountain? You like throw a coin and say,
I wish for at least one hamburger.
Why are you making a wish?
Dude, because I want one. I wish for one.
And does it ever like work?
Well, it's... Oh, I don't know.
I thought like wishes were like for birthday cakes.
No, dude, this is the fountain, dude. People wish here all the time. My cousin...
All the time?
My cousin, and West sort of butts in and goes, "Oh, dude, tell him about your cut." I'm getting to it, bro. Calm down. My cousin, dude, made a wish that they were going to go see the Phantom Menace and get front row seats on opening night. And he did. So.
He's made a wish here?
Yeah. Threw a penny.
You gotta like.
And he made a wish. But he told me, you have to believe it with your whole heart. Otherwise, it won't come true. Dude.
Oh.
So.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And it's probably like birthday rules too.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't say it.
You can't tell anybody.
That's like why you didn't get a burger, because you said it out loud.
Oh shit!
I bet if I believe a wish with my whole heart and I don't tell anyone,
Don't tell anybody.
and I do more than a penny, I
Whoa.
think I could get a
bigger
more
wish. More.
That makes more sense.
Is it? That's how it works, dude. That's why. Look at all these pennies in here, bro. You just put a quarter. You're already.
No,
You know.
I got something better. Look.
If you pull out a bill, I'm gonna freak out.
Whoa, no, look, even better. My dad, Harley, before he died,
Oh shit.
rest in peace.
Oh shit. Rest in peace.
I mean, he wasn't really, he's
Rich's
my
dad.
stepdad. I didn't really know my dad, but you know that. He gave me something. And he's going to reach down into his right shoe and he's going to pull out a silver dollar. I got this for Christmas one time from him. And it's the best Christmas gift I ever got. It's made of silver and it's a whole dollar. That's like 99 pennies.
Dang, dude, that's so many pennies.
Watch this.
That's so many pennies. All right, but don't tell me.
Roach's going to spin around 3 times and click his heels together and whisper, "There's no place like home," under his breath. And then he's going to throw the silver dollar into the fountain.
Beautiful. And in Roach's heart, what is the wish that if there was a voiceover in this speak, what would the audience hear Roach's true, or is it there's no place like home?
I think the inner monologue of Roach as he wholeheartedly clings on to this idea that this is a magical fountain and will, if under the right circumstances, grant any wish, stresses the fuck out and is like, oh fuck, this is we got one shot at this. What do we really want? What do we want? We want this business to go well, and we want to make so much money that we become so rich. And he's like, what do rich people do? They meet the president. I want to make so much money because this business does so well that we smoke a joint with the president.
Hell yeah, dude. Is not what Dante would say because he didn't hear your wish.
Those are the inner echoes of Roach's
There's a
mind.
different
Yeah,
narrator
dude.
who's like
God,
looking
dude.
at you, like in the booth, is like, hell yeah.
Roach turns to the fourth wall and is like, yeah, dude.
Hell yeah. Beautiful. And you continue along your way, on your way to the food court. As that happens, we remain at the fountain in this moment as we see our last but not least character, who is also on their way to the food court, as it would turn out, and is just kind of timing wise isn't aligned with Roach because obviously they know each other, Kayla, if you would be so kind as to describe Misty for us and what you're doing around the fountain, vaguely speaking, sort of on your way to the food court.
Sure. I think I would have stopped at the fountain for a minute to bust out my tech deck and do some sick tricks along the rim of the fountain. You know, the water makes it go a lot faster. You just have that layer of like thin water and it just kind of zooms across really good. You can really get some kick flips in there. So we see actually the youngest child in this group, and she is hanging out by the fountain playing with these tech decks. She's wearing a black zip-up band hoodie with the plastic chokers that were so popular in the 90s. Like several of them, like 4 or 5, black, red, purple, just a bunch. She has like medium length, pretty straight black hair, but it does the very iconic flip on the end, the outward flip. She kind of has some freckles, but she also has a little bit of acne. And is wearing baggy cargo pants with a bunch of pockets and then black Vans. She also has a like dark purple JanSport backpack that has been like doodled on, like some of her friends or people at school have like signed their names or like drawn pictures or whatever on it. So it's just scribbled with like marker and pen, basically. And yeah, they're playing with their tech decks and kind of rummaging around in their backpack for some change for the fountain.
Amazing. Can I have you make a perception check?
Oh, okay. It would have been a 17.
A 17. Misty, there's a moment where you have that eerie feeling of somebody like looking at you, you know, like looking at the back of you in a way that where like you can like just feel the heat of it almost. And when you turn around, you don't see anybody. You don't see any people who are looking at you, or at least still looking at you. And you didn't notice anybody kind of like do that. It's very high school thing of like, as soon as you make eye contact, they look away kind of thing where you're like, oh shit, they're looking. But instead, you see outside of this mall it's not necessarily, it's not a part of the food court, but you see sort of in the opposite direction of the food court, in fact, you see a McDonald's. And outside of that McDonald's is a card cutout of the Hamburglar.
Creepy.
And the Hamburglar cutout is staring right at you. And there's just something very eerie about that. But you like stare at it for another like 10 seconds. Nothing happens or anything. It's just weird. It's like angled in such a way where it's like staring exactly at you.
Probably
just
like
this
when you
masked.
move it, it's like the eyes are following you.
It does.
Like the Scooby-Doo
Yeah.
portraits.
But you find some change in your pocket, and as you approach the fountain, Our Lady of the Waters standing high above. What is the wish that Misty Davenport makes in this moment?
So Misty has kind of like stood up and put their tech decks back into her backpack, and like rummages in the very bottom and finds a penny, and just like standing there staring at the water, like moving and looking at all the shiny change in there for a few seconds, and just kind of reflecting on how much change they've gone through over the last few years, like moving here from Maine and parents getting divorced and just going to a new school, starting high school recently. And they kind of close their eyes and take a breath and just wish really hard to finally find a community that they can belong to and be accepted by and have their people for once.
Mm-hmm.
And they throw the penny in the water, like a little flick. Bing!
Incredible. It kerplunks in the water. And as you begin to head towards the food court, you see, I think, Daniel, would CJ spend his entire 30-minute break out smoking, or like would he go to the food court? We actually like get food.
Yeah, no, he would go stop by the fountain, go outside, chat for a little bit, and then try to grab a quick plate of probably like, I don't know if Sarku Japan was around during that time, but just like some quick, greasy teriyaki and sit down and eat a plate.
Amazing.
As one would do.
As you begin to head in from outside and you're entering the food court, CJ, you kind of begin walking towards the Japanese food shop, and Misty, you see in the distance, you see CJ walking sort of cross camera slowly, like a little bit away from you so that he can't really see you. And just kind of, it's as if we enter like a slow motion period for a second music plays, like something Britney Spears plays
Yeah.
plays on the radio, and Misty, as you begin to head towards the food court, where are you going in the food court?
I'm gonna go to Panda Express because I'm craving my favorite food right now, shrimp fried rice.
Amazing. You head over to Panda Express, get some food, some shrimp fried rice, and as you get your tray with your food on it, and CJ goes over, gets teriyaki from the Japanese spot, also receives a little tray. We have Nick Anderson going over to the Sparrow, a little tray with pizza on it and stuff. And we have Roach, Dante and West, who meet up with a fourth person, a young woman who goes by Wanda, and and you guys all get there's like a I wish we could get into it in greater detail, but there is quite a bit of a disagreement and a kerfuffle at the Nathans, just discussing how ordering multiple number 3s would work and how it wouldn't necessarily stack the numbers. And so there's this like whole moment. There's a little bit of a delay. The line's going around the door. Somebody's just going, just order. It's just like a little bit of chaos before you have everybody out with trays and the crew kind of sit together. Misty, would you sit by yourself or would you approach CJ in this moment?
Yeah, CJ.
Or Nick. You would also maybe potentially see Nick.
Are they both sitting by themselves, like alone? Different parts of the food
Nick
court?
and CJ, are you guys sitting by yourselves?
Yeah, but I think it'd be kind of that funny thing of like we're only like a few away, like a few.
Yeah.
We're like back to each other.
There's a head nod, and then we both sit down at our own separate tables.
I think I would
Amazing.
stop by Nick's table first and just say, "Hey Nick, I see you're not in your class right now. That's pretty cool, man. You still down to do some lessons later?"
Yeah. I just twisted my ankle earlier. I gotta rest
Dang.
it, you know. So
Are you cool, dude?
it's I'm sure it'll be fine in a couple of days. It's one of those
are
things.
You sure you're good to lead class this week, or?
Yeah. I mean, we've got enough of the higher belts that I can just kind of like, hey, you show them how to do it.
All right. Well, I guess I'll see you later then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think in that moment, CJ kind of looks and goes, "God dang it!" Walks over. Hey, either of y'all have napkins? I forgot to grab some when I was over there.
Hey, CJ, how are you? How's it going?
Miss, yeah, what's up? Doing all right.
Yeah. I think I have some extra napkins, and whoops, sorry. I have like 2 napkins on my plate, and I give them both to CJ.
Yeah,
Here you
like,
go.
knock over the tray. Oh,
And
thanks.
I've got like the greasiest pizza. I've got like a stack of napkins, and I'm like,
yeah.
okay.
Nick, what are you doing here?
Twisted my ankle. Gotta.
So you came to the mall?
You know, Yeah.
I don't really see you come by like once every couple of months with your mom. Yeah, when you get some time. I'm surprised to see you out here.
Yeah, I just really couldn't go to class today, you guys. I'm there 6 days a week, every day after school.
The old ditch. The old cutting class. The story
tell you
as
what.
old as time.
Tell you what, CJ, are you still on your break, dude?
Yeah, I got like 15, 20-ish
I
more
like
minutes.
set my tray down and like put my backpack on the table and like one-handed like open my backpack and like pull out like a baggie, just a tiny bit out of the opening, and I'm like, well, if you guys got a few minutes, I mean, we could take the load off if you want. I mean, you know, Roach hooked me up with this earlier. I think he's around too, but if you got some time, you know, I mean, Nick, maybe you could chill out a little bit, man. Just saying.
I don't know. I'm already going to be in a lot of trouble for just being not in class right now.
Well, look, if you're already in trouble, dude, I mean, you may as well go full bore, right? And just like, I mean, I'm sure CJ knows where we can go where there aren't any cameras, right?
I mean, I'm not encouraging you to do such a thing, but if you were to do such a thing, the best place to go would be behind the alley by the dumpsters with all the other line
right.
cooks
That's
who
fun
also
tight, yeah, for
partake
sure.
in the devil's lettuce.
Okay,
Cool,
yeah,
CJ.
sure.
Look
Look
Let's.
at you, Nick. You're like
Let's
a
do
walking
it.
dare commercial. Look, I don't have time to like fully, you know, go into the rotation, but I'll hang out with you guys. Sure, why not?
Yeah. Let's go. Let's do it.
As you guys begin to like, you have all your food and stuff. Are you?
I get a to-go container and I like shove all my food into a to-go container and I start eating it with a spoon.
Oh yeah, definitely got the to-go box and just.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got
Well,
pizza.
you guys
I just
are
fold
trying
and
to-
walk, baby.
Yeah, you're trying to go as fast as possible.
Exactly.
As you're like getting together all these to-go boxes and stuff, Roach, you're sitting with Dante and West and Wanda, chatting all amongst your group of friends who are all like similar age, and like vibes. As you see Misty, your younger cousin, kind of off at another table talking to, whether you would know them or not, I suppose. Well, yeah, you guys would definitely know each other for different reasons. You see CJ and Nick talking with Misty, and as you guys like sort of make eye contact or you notice them, in this moment across the entire mall, everything goes black.
Oh, shit.
It's black. Not a single source of light. Not even any electricity. There's no light coming in from outdoors. It is advanced darkness.
Oh shit, dude! I dropped my spork.
Oh no!
Shit.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Do you want mine? I can just like wipe it off. I mean, I don't have like duties or anything, you know. I mean, we'd be sharing a bowl, so it's like no different, right?
As you guys are fumbling around trying to figure out what to do about this fork situation, as Misty begins shooting her shot, you all begin to hear static come over the loudspeakers, like just white noise, as it almost sounds like whispers in voices you don't understand and languages you can't comprehend, as you begin to hear these like popping sounds coming from all directions. And finally you hear a wet and loud thud come from the very center of the food court, and as it impacts the tile floor in this like sound, what almost feel like emergency lights come on. This sort of amber, dull yellow glow lights, like reserve lights, almost like emergency lights, flick on the ceiling. And you look around you, finally sight, having a moment of, even though the lights are much dimmer than they were previously, still going from pitch blackness to this, it's still a quick adjustment for your eyes, as instinctually you look around yourself to see what has happened, what those sounds were, The static on the overhead speakers has stopped. It is now eerily silent in this entire mall. What was previously a Black Friday mall situation in 1999, a pure and utter silence, as all you see is the four of you. Everybody else that was within sight is gone. Their belongings, their clothing, everything else left behind. You see trays full of half-eaten food all around you, completely gone. Only the four of you are left in this food court, or, as far as we know, in the mall.
Yo,
Naturally,
DJ, were we supposed to evacuate or something? Was there a message that we missed? Like, did they usually like get on the loudspeaker and like tell us where to go? What's going on?
Is that Roach?
Roach starts to scream. Just shrill,
Is that
like high pitched.
Dude.
Missy just rolls their eyes like, Jesus Christ, how embarrassing.
Whoa. What's going on? Is this like it's like a prank? What's going on?
You mean you don't know what's going on?
No. Everyone was just here a second ago, now they're gone. Is this a flash mob?
Trippy, dude.
can I have perception checks from everybody?
You sure can.
Let's roll for CJ.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
15.
Starting off.
15.
15.
13.
13. Okay. All of you see it. As you're talking to one another and beginning to discuss the possibility that this could be some kind of flash mob, maybe. You look in the direction that you heard that strange sound, that sloppy sort of sucking sound, and then a plop onto the floor in the middle of the food court. And as you look at it, all of you would see a body just laid out on the floor, prone.
Like a human body?
A human body.
Whoa.
Now, Nick and CJ, I'm going to say, you can see that they appear to be in, like, there's like a puddle around them. And Roach, you see this person is wearing clothes, like wearing normal clothing. You know, a t-shirt, jeans, shoes. And they are soaking wet. Like just absolutely, their hair is like totally drenched and they're sitting in like a puddle of what looks to be like water. And as you get a little bit closer, Roach, with that natural 20, you feel very confident that this person is not breathing. What are you guys doing?
I scream and I turn around and I point in the other direction and I scream, "Run! Run!"
Roach, wait, chill, dude, chill.
Dead!
I'm gonna cautiously approach the body.
I'll flank.
Dude, no way.
I will run
Okay.
to the other side
And, like,
of the food.
I had my pizza in my hand. I don't even want it now. It's on. I
Roach.
set it on the table and just kind of start like
Roach.
cautiously. Open it up. I'm gonna poke it with my foot.
Horror movie
Okay.
rules. Stay with the group, dude. Stay with the group.
Ah! I'll get closer.
You get a little bit
It's still
closer as you're screaming. Yeah, it's hard for you to focus, Nick, in this moment as you're like trying to figure out what the hell to do. You sort of poke this body with your foot, it moves just under the weight of your foot, but there's no reaction to the body. It doesn't seem to like wake up or anything like that. What you do notice though is you hear jingling as you push the body, and it sort of like is on its side and sort of slumps over till it is now it's on its back, and you see it's a human person just on their back. Their skin is paper white, and you can see like just beneath the skin like black veins sort of spidering across the skin, and this person is you don't need to check their pulse. This person is 100% dead.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, they're dead. They're dead. They're dead, and I'll back up to the group. I don't. What the hell is going on, guys?
Was there something on them?
Bro, what did you give us earlier, dude? This shit is like really strong. This is like, I'm like not having a good time right now.
I haven't even had any.
Oh shit, that's right.
I'm so high I forgot I didn't smoke.
Oh, are y'all high too? That makes sense.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Only some of us
No, it's just
What?
you two.
It's because
Wait.
Can I check the body?
Do you see anything?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to touch it, it's all.
what would
wet
you like
and
to
gross.
check?
You said there was
Yeah.
a jingling sound, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will try to pat it down and see if I can find any
For sure.
identifying information on it.
I'll say it's because it's going to be easy enough. Make an investigation check with advantage,
Gotcha.
because it's going to be easy enough with enough poking and prodding to discover the source.
That is a whole whopping 10.
Hell yeah. Amazing. With a 10, it takes you probably like longer than your character would like.
I just can't keep getting creeped out.
Yeah. There's a
It's
lot of like
squishy.
stuttering of like
Yeah.
but sure enough, eventually you find that this individual who is wearing they're wearing a t-shirt that almost looks like it has the vibes of like a band tee, but it is actually WWE, like, or excuse me, we're in the 90s, like a WWF wrestling shirt, and it just has wrestling fans forgive me if I'm messing up who wrestling who at which date and time, but like it has a Mankind on the shirt just doing his little sock puppet special move. This is a deep cut. And has on incredibly it's hard to tell just how big they are because of how wet the denim is, but they're wearing like Jinko jeans, so just those kind of like
Fuck
elephant
yeah.
pants, like these massive things, and they have like so many pockets on them, and you discover that the jingling is coming from the pockets, and as you check them out, you like, as you're jingling them, you can tell that the jingling isn't super crazy. It sounds like metal. And sure enough, you check the pockets and you find that this person's jeans, every pocket is jam packed, like full, spilling out almost, with pennies.
What? Are these? Was he trying to rob the wishing well? Is he pulling off the heist of a century and died in the
It's all pennies, though.
6-inch foot pool?
Who would kill someone over pennies? That's what I don't get.
Yeah. And
Also, is there a murderer in this mall right now? Like, should we like call our parents, dude?
There's a
Like-
phone in the in A to Z that we could use.
Yeah. Can we maybe like
Okay.
go there and call someone? Like,
Well, let's
Just
check the
maybe-
doors open first. The front door's right
I mean,
there.
I'm not gonna call the cops, obviously, but like somebody, right? I mean, like Roach is the only adult here, but like let's be real, like he's not really an adult, so we need to
What?
call like someone's parents or something.
Yo, what if the person who killed this guy made a wish?
Okay, so I'm gonna check the front door.
Yeah, let's go do
And then
that.
if that's locked, we're gonna go to A to Z.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sure.
I've got change for the payphones out there.
Well, we got change here. I mean, the payphone takes pennies, right? Like, just grab a handful or
Does it?
something. Like,
Does the payphone take pennies? I think it only takes nickels and up.
Nichols
take
will
it
help
those
you.
two. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go run real quick to the front door and just kind of.
You rush over to the front door. Here's the crazy thing, CJ. Not only are the doors locked, but the very window panes that also make up portions of the doors or like the surrounding areas, right? Like the mall isn't 100% closed in. There are parts that are glass, right? Like just normal windows, parts of the mall. That's just how that works, including the atriums like that in big foyer areas. Everything is just completely blacked out, as if like a super intense tint was applied to the windows. It's like impossible to see through. It's just completely blacked out, and the doors are completely sealed.
So we got a problem. The doors are locked, and I listen. I know it's daylight savings, but I don't think it's supposed to be that dark outside.
Well, the power went out.
Yeah.
No, I mean outside.
Yeah, the power went out.
Not in the window. The sun didn't go out.
But what if it
Are
did?
you sure?
Dude,
You know,
where is
fair enough.
everybody, though?
Yeah, this place was packed a few minutes ago.
Where did everybody go? How are we the only ones left? And, like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, let's go to A to Z, I guess, and try to make some calls.
I'm gonna probably call my
Yeah.
mom.
Me too.
Yeah. See
You
what
guys,
happens when you smoke weed. Yeah. Hope you learned your lesson, Nick.
I didn't even do anything.
I'm kidding. I'm
I
sorry.
didn't even do
That was
anything.
That was a bad time.
Dude,
Okay, it's
maybe
alright,
now
it's
we need to. I mean, maybe this will help, help
The
us,
second you say
find,
that, there's a joint
clues and shit.
Arch's mouth.
Roach lights up one. As you guys are like walking and talking, going through the mall, it's true. You're seeing 0 people. You're hearing nothing with the exception of tiny little noises, little buzzing, and like strange sounds, but just kind of in different directions and stuff, and nothing that is so strange or loud that it is like alarming. It's just enough that it's just there and just outside of your sort of like scope of understanding. And you're on your way to A to Z Video, and you have to pass by the fountain once again. And as you're approaching the fountain, you all see that the light there is a light that is illuminating and beaming up from the bottom of the water source, and is just sort of, there's a ring of glow around this statue, sort of casting this upwards. Frankly, a little frightening because it is that upward angle shadow. So like if you hold a flashlight under your face kind of thing. Yeah, a little scary.
Totally.
But you see this like supernatural looking glow coming from the waters around this statue. And as you all sort of approach a little bit, Roach, anything?
Yeah, this is why the power went out, everybody. It's because all the energy is being used for this fountain. We just got to unplug this, reset the breakers. Good to go.
And that's going to respawn all the people.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you think about it, man, like, people are power, right? Like, what are we but, like, electrical impulses? And
like the Matrix.
I think...
Oh,
exactly.
dude,
You
the
saw that,
Matrix
man?
was so cool.
Opening night. opening
Oh,
night.
CJ, we wanted to
I
talk
didn't
to you
think-
about
What?
that,
It was
man.
God,
What?
It was
That
so
was
good.
so cool.
Who's this
What if we
Keanu
are-
guy?
What if we're just getting unplugged, man?
Right? Oh man.
I mean,
As you
Trinity
all
was
are-
like so cool.
As we're all gushing about the Matrix.
You
I
guys
know.
all are in the middle
Fuck
of a
Justin's
scary
plot.
thing that is happening
Mhm.
and have sidetracked to talk about the
The
Matrix.
Matrix, yeah.
As you hear a loud voice that is just kind of clearing their throat as you guys get swept away in talk of the Matrix. As you just hear this voice going, ahem,
Neo?
excuse me, up here. And you see that you hear the like shifting of stone on stone as the statue itself begins to move and faces you all, sort of looking down at you all. And you see the mouth move as the statue says, finally, we have a moment to discuss the events to come inside of this mall of yours.
You said
Zordon?
coincide.
Is
I don't know
anybody
who
else-
that. I don't understand that reference, but
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
Okay.
You're like Zordon.
sure.
Like the
Maybe
head.
I'm like Zordon. You
the
can
fig-
call
like-
me Our Lady or just Lady. That's fine and everything. Lady of the Waters, anything that fits for me. Here's the deal. You all, for better or for worse, have been chosen.
By who?
Well, by the mall itself, it would seem.
To do what?
To save it. To save yourselves. To save your world, even. You see, there is a terrible ritual happening beneath this mall. Yes? Oh,
Nick's
sorry, you
got
have
a
a question?
question. Nick's got a question.
Yes.
Can I not be chosen? Can I go home?
Nope, too late, sorry. And as we had a second question.
Roach had a
Sorry,
question.
moving on. Next question, yes?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say that the Karate Kid had a question.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you for letting me know and keeping me apprised of that. I did answer that question earlier. So thank you, though.
That's why I put my hand down. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So, if you're all ready to take up the mantle of the Ocean Township Mall, fight for its very existence, as well as the existence of this entire world, then I will bestow a greatness. Again, we have another one?
No,
We're never gonna
sorry.
get
No,
through
it
this.
sounded like you're
Yeah?
about to answer my question. Go ahead.
Okay, yes, let's save them until the end. How about that? How about we do that? Save your
fair.
questions till the end.
That's fair.
And so I will bestow upon each of you mystical powers to aid in your endeavors, to thwart the great evils lurking from beneath. There will be those along this journey to aid you, and those to hinder you. It will be up to you to decide who is who, and to work together to kick some frickin' ass. Open up a can of whoop ass, so to speak. Anyway, so you guys are in?
I have questions now.
Oh, yes. Now time for questions.
Is this real? Like, I feel like
It's
we're on one of
super
those
real.
like punked MTV shows, you know, like where they jump out and they're like, "Ooh, gotcha, you
Camera,
like
camera.
fucking idiot!" Like, oh man, good one, dude. Yeah, so you bring the cameras out. Like, okay, you got us. Super funny.
No, wait,
Misty.
guy.
There's a long pause after you finish, Misty. And the statue sort of kneels, takes like one knee, and sort of leans in close to you and says, "You are Misty Davenport, originally from Maine, but have moved here 4 years ago. You have many secrets. And there's just the ever slight, you can't even see it. Misty, it feels like Misty, you know, but no one else really catches this because her eyes are pupilless. It's just stone, right? So there's no like pupil or iris or anything. You can feel her when she says that, look at CJ. Even though she's not moving her head, she's just moving. But because there's nothing there, you can't really see that. But you feel it. And in this moment, she stands once again and takes her staff and sort of bangs it on the ground. And you hear a reverberation and feel like a mini earthquake fire out as the shockwave travels through you all. And she says, "Are you to be champions? Or shall I say that this world is forfeit?"
I mean, I'm like looking at the rest of the
Really?
kids here. I'm like,
I was supposed to take the day off.
are
This
we
is
gonna have
when-
dinner?
Nick, listen. The best case scenario is that this is a shared hallucination and we're just going to have fun and ride it out. Eventually we'll come down and realize that this is all fake. 2, the bad scenario, these are our last moments before we die and they're being extended out into this scenario and we think that, but that's
What?
worst case scenario. Regardless, I think we should participate. I mean, we don't have anything to lose except forfeiting the fate of
I
the
should have just
world.
gone to class today, man.
Dude, you're freaking out. Hit the joint and then lock in. Get totally tubular.
All right.
I mean-
Well, I will sort of take that. I'm going to count that as a yes, points at you, Nick. It says, "It sounds like you're all in." Fantastic. Then I
sure.
bestow this power upon you. And she slams her staff into the ground again. Another shockwave fires out as 4 coins magically rise out of the, as a silver dollar, a arcade token, and I believe it was 2 pennies from Nick and Misty,
Huh.
like hover in the air momentarily before sort of darting across the air towards you. And as it sort of aligns with your chest, you feel an immense surge of power come over you. But we'll discuss that after the break. Thanks for joining us so far,
Of course.
gang. Stick around to find out where these powers come from and where they go, and what the hell's going on in this mall.
What
So
is
we'll be
going
back in
on?
about 10 minutes. See you then.
Hey gang, we wanted to talk to you about something pretty important real quick. See, we have some really cool ideas for the future, but we need your help. You can do that by supporting us through our Patreon. At the lowest tier, you get early access to podcast episodes, access to episodes of Action Surge, our post-session table talk show, and entry into a private channel on our Discord server. At the next tier, you can get access to Bonus Action, our bonus content podcast where we talk about a huge variety of D&D and TTRPG related things, like Multi-Class Mystery Mashup, where we get 2 random classes and have to build a character, or Monster Matchmaker, where we go over our favorite monsters at each CR level, or recaps of our home campaign, plus so much more. Joining the Patreon helps us continue to grow and put out content that gets better and better as we learn, improve, and try new things. So, check out the link in the description to join the gang today.
And we're back. And the gang's all here. Last we left off, before the break, we met 4 incredible high schoolers who are all at the Ocean Township Mall as strange things start. We meet Roach, a entrepreneur and thought-provoking individual who seems to have the good stuff that they're gonna get you. What was the
I have an
business's
addictive
name?
Intelligence.
You do.
Yeah.
True.
We got good shit. I don't know.
It was something like that. We also met CJ Milton, former big star of the football team who has recently quit and is pursuing all of those nerd hobbies and hoping to use their imagination further and further. We meet Nick Anderson, who's playing hooky for a martial arts class and has found himself wrapped up into a absolutely bananas plot with Misty Davenport, who one moment ago was just tech decking to her heart's desire and is now, instead of sharing forks and or spoons with CJ Milton, is instead sharing a nightmare inside the mall. Where we left was everybody in the entire mall seems to have disappeared. Like one of those teleportation almost sort of situations. You see like people's bags, like shopping bags all around the mall, just there as if their bodies were sort of vanished away in the middle of something. And we also discovered that we are completely locked in, barred from the outside world, including the windows, which seem to have been tinted or magically obscured. And on our way to A to Z Video to make a phone call to figure out exactly what's going on or to get some assistance or something, Our Lady of the Waters, this 20-foot tall stone statue of a woman who is holding a staff that has two serpents around it, this woman who has like angel wings, and she has told you all that there is some sort of terrible evil ritual going on beneath the mall that you all have to put a stop to in order to save not only the mall but the world, apparently. And she is ready to bestow upon you immense power. And as she slams her staff into the ground, a splash of water shooting out 4 coins, the very coins that you all made wishes on, return to you as they sort of form this like Power Ranger emblem on your chests as each of you undergo a magical and mystical transformation as you all, mechanically speaking, become level 3 D&D characters, essentially. And so I would love to go one by one and discuss what this transformation looks like for your character. What are they wearing now? What are they equipped with in terms of weapons? What sort of, if any, physical changes happen? Or magical, what does it look like?
I think for CJ, there is no visible change, except his composition notebook has a slight glow to it. And he now has a quarterstaff in his hand, and he's just like, so that's it? Or, I just got a stick. I don't.
I think Nyx is very much the kind of unwillingly does the Dragon Ball Z power up pose, like the and his gi turns white and his hair starts standing up.
Incredible.
Wait, what?
Bro just went Super Saiyan.
How'd you? Okay.
I don't know. It just hit me in the chest, and now my mom's gonna kill me because she's gonna have to buy a new gi. But like, I kind of like it.
Flame on. That's sick. That's sick, though, dude.
Trying to do that.
In this moment, you're trying to, and unfortunately, nothing seems to be coming out of your palms. Uh,
I don't know. It worked on Toonami.
even though you have all these abilities, you're still like learning what new traits you've acquired essentially. So it's kind of like a guess and check kind of thing that you'll have to explore. Obviously, the players know what they are capable of, but okay. What about Misty and Roach?
Yeah, Misty does kind of like, I guess like anime transition style, like kind of gets levitated in the air and like spins around a few circles, and like this kind of like shimmering light encompasses them, and then they're like hoodie and cargo pants just become like a kind of like black cloak and like tunic, and then just like plain pants, and they've got like this big hood up over them. And do we have the weapons yet? Yeah.
Yeah, basic starting equipment. Yeah, whatever.
And they've got a sword scabbard, the short sword hilt sticking out. And yeah, they look down at themselves. Oh, sick. Oh, cool. Can I use this thing? And I like very deftly pull out the short sword, and it feels like perfect. The weight is perfect in my hands, and I do like a flourish. Whoa, rad, dude! This is so cool.
You got a sword?
Oh, do you want to hold it? Here, dude. You can try it.
It's a bit heavy. I think.
Yeah, you get used to it. Like,
I have daggers. That's cool.
whoa.
I
Those look
guess.
sharp.
I have two
Those
of
look
them.
sharp.
No.
I mean, two's better than one. That's what they always say.
You do
I'll
one in
take
each
that
hand.
back. Thanks.
Hey, there you go. Here, take back your sword. It's awesome. You look awesome. You look sick.
Oh, thanks. I mean, it's nothing. I mean, your transformation was cool too, but you know.
I literally just got a stick.
Roach, do you look any different?
You turn to Roach, and he has vomited on the floor.
Shit.
And is kind of
Not
just
feeling well.
like huddled in a ball and kind of just like rolling. And all of a sudden, you hear the chittering and the squeaking and like the fluttering of like little cockroach wings as all of the rodents and vermin and denizen that live in the cracks of this mall start to pile upon the vomit and eat it in front of Roach. And he's breathing in and out and in and out, having a full-on panic attack until a rat just puts his paw on Roach's forehead. And all of a sudden, Roach's eyes glow with the same color of the pond. And we cut to like the B-reel of like the world like growing in what is it, like stop motion? Just like the growing of the grass and like the dew and the sunlight coming in just right. And Roach takes a big breath and rolls over, and all of like the bugs and rats surround him. And like from like all of the stores in the mall just like grab a bunch of like shit and like stock him up with like a backpack and like some like what is the like in baseball the catcher
Oh,
The
yeah.
umpire uniform.
yes,
Like
yeah,
umpire's
whatever
vest,
that, yes, that armor. And he's like on his feet and he looks at Misty and he opens his mouth and was like, "What?"
Bro, what? I don't know.
So you,
I don't know if that's a good. He's not a villain, right, guys? Like that.
so you
that
just
was, like,
controlled
cool.
nature?
I mean,
Is that?
that's pretty cool, actually. Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
bunch of pets.
Lady Fountain. Mrs. Fountain? What did I get? I just got a stick.
I mean, it's a cool stick.
It's got to do something. I mean, like,
Right?
here, what if I try to take it from you and I'll try and like pull the stick out of your hand?
Go ahead and make a opposing athletics checks.
Okay.
Sure. Boy, you're gonna
Oh, I
whoop
got
me.
a -1 to those.
Oh, really? Me too.
I'm not a strength build anymore. That's a 6.
An 11 for me.
Okay. Well, sure.
Oh.
No,
Shit, dude. Sorry, I thought like something cool would happen, like stick would like resist, or I. Sorry. Sorry.
no, it's cool. I will just use my notebook. And I kind of open up my notebook, and I see that like all the letters and ink are kind of moving and glowing on the pages. And I'm like, okay.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
That's 12.
12. You don't know how you know this. It's like a forgotten fact, or one of those things where like you've never used a particular word, but you've heard it in like audiobooks or something like that. So then just like one day you're like, serendipitous. That's the word. That perfectly. And then you're like, but let me dictionary it just in case. And you look it up and you're like, it's exactly what I thought it was. This is one of those moments as you're looking at the book and the moving text, and there's something inside of you that clicks that this is magic.
I immediately go back to an earlier page where it's drawings that I had of this idea for like this like this like kind of like streetwear armor build, and I go mage armor, and I cast mage armor, and then the spell activates. So you see now I'm wearing on top of my regular clothes, I have a leather cuirass with a metal pauldron to go on top of it that connects into an enhanced leather bracer on my left arm with like kind of metal spikes sticking out of it. And I'm just like, oh shit. Guys, I think I'm Gandalf.
That word.
You know magic, dude.
I think I'm Gandalf, dude. I think I'm a wizard.
Whoa! High five!
That's crazy.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was this stupid white gi.
No, the gi is sick. Hold on, let me look at. I had one. I had this idea. Okay, I had this idea. I don't know if you have to say it out loud every time you cast it, but I'm gonna do that anyways. Firebolt, and I just kind of shoot my hand up in the air.
You shoot a fire. I mean, depending on what your character's firebolt would look like, it happens.
A ball of fire accumulates inside of my hand, and then shoots out and hits the ceiling.
Scorch mark left behind. The statue at this point like speaks up and is like, okay, all right, well, let's not just shoot firebolts left and right, okay?
Okay, close the notebook.
Now listen, all of you have been gifted with incredible powers that, if used responsibly and intelligently, will grow, as your journey will only become more deadly as it goes along. First, you must gain access to the depths of this mall. In order to do that, you require 2 keys that will be found amongst this hotspot of pop culture. Your journey begins, however, back the way you came, where sustenance is the name of the game. Further help will be provided to you, just not by myself. Remember, it will be up to you to decide who is friend and who is foe. And she sort of returns back into her starting position, and hear the stone sort of creak as she gets back into position, and the stone on stone stops making noise, and she becomes a statue once again and stops moving.
Sorry, what were we fighting? Hello? Hello?
I think she went back to sleep.
Did she hang up on us? Okay.
Oh shit!
kinda
Should we
rude.
try and call her parents, you guys?
Who's the parents of the statue?
I don't know. Can I get my stick?
No,
back,
our
though?
parents.
Call our parents. Yes. Yeah, let's. I definitely should at least call my mom to say, hey, I gotta save the world, I guess, tonight. So, like, I'm gonna be home late.
So nobody else is covered in bugs, right?
No, I have 0 bugs.
It's just
No,
me.
that wasn't the powers.
Oh, I think a rat touched my forehead.
Saw that.
There's
I saw that.
currently a rat standing on its hind legs, standing on Roach's shoulder, like this, leaned up against. Like this hand is kind of on like Roach's like neck.
My hair is moving now. Like things live in it.
Well,
Roach.
You gotta.
Like,
You
got
got
to your
a
left?
friend.
I don't like this.
You
So-
hear in your ear, Roach. You just hear.
Ah! Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god. I think a mouse just tongued me in the ear. Huh. Huh. What? Wait, no, I
Huh?
think it's saying something. Huh?
What?
Do you understand me?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Oh.
My hey, could you do me a favor and
Hmm?
get a joint out of my cargo pants pocket and come up to my mouth and put it in there?
And like there's like a small
Uh.
pause of like consideration, like considering the ask, and then finally you hear like resignation, and then you feel the rat like scurry down you, go inside of one of your pockets, and returns back up, and you feel just the tiniest little rat hands pull your lips slightly apart and
Oh.
puts a joint in there.
Oh my. So tender. And
Oh.
what should I what do they call you? Danny Manamaman. I'm gonna call you Danny for short. If that's chill with you.
Mhm.
Light a joint.
Brilliant.
Okay, I think
Awesome.
I'm fine, guys.
Cool. Danny sounds like a great name.
Drug
With that
rat.
being said, the statue said something about where the people eat. You can smell feet. What was it? It's like a nursery
We're
rhyme.
talking about where we came from, which was the food court, and then also about getting something to eat. For sure, the food court though.
Okay.
Mhm.
So we should look around for
But
clues.
is it like an actual key shape? Like, is it like a metaphorical key, like the key's in your heart all along, or like some shit that Roach has said to me before? Or what do you guys think?
Hey, that's important. And honestly, right now we have 4 keys. So that's like triple
Well,
what we need.
we only need 2, so
Mm.
The rat elbows you in the side of the face, Roach, and goes,
It's 5 of what we need.
Okay, well, let me see if I can make a 6 to help out. And I open up my notebook and I go, find familiar. And,
Every time you do this, by the way, your voice echoes a little bit.
Yeah. My reference for this is thinking that it works like Power Rangers, where you have to kind of say out loud what you're about to do every single time. So the ink kind of starts to drip off of the page for this idea for a companion character that I had, and it just kind of plops down onto the floor, and then the ink slowly begins to take shape into the form of a raven. And I go, Edgar?
Here goes my raven. Damn.
Beautiful, just as I imagined. Okay, well,
kind of hops up to you.
Hey, Ed. This is cool. You were in my notebook a second ago. All right, so let's split up and look around, I guess, and see if we can find whatever this key is in the.
Is it still super dark?
It has gotten a little bit. There's enough. It's like dim light.
Okay.
With the overhead sort of like what feel like generator lights, kind of like emergency lights.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah.
Do you think that we should maybe go get like some flashlights or something? Or, I mean, is everybody okay? Can everybody see okay? Should we?
I mean, I'm sure if we like look
I
at some of
can't see
these
at all.
behind like the counter of some of these places in the food court, we might be able to snag a couple of like emergency kits that might have a flashlight in it.
I mean, I still think we should like jump over the Panda Express counter and like use their phone and like try and call someone, just to like see if there's anybody even out there, man. Like, what if we're the only ones left, like, at all? Like, wouldn't that be so crazy?
Well,
I'm
there's that
kind of
dead
really
person.
freaking out right now, you guys.
Okay, so we will split up in the food court and just look for some different things. So one of us makes a call, one of us looks for some flashlights / supplies. Roach, what do you want to do?
I don't know if we should split up. I think maybe there were supposed to be 5 of us, and one of us is already dead because they weren't with us and drowning in the pool of coins.
Oh.
Well, we just stay in the nearby vicinity where we can all see each other.
Yeah.
Yes, you don't have to keep raising your hand.
Right.
Oh, I thought because Nick did it earlier, that's kind of what we were going to do from now on.
No, we don't have to do that.
Okay, cool. I just think he's real, like, he gets the what does vicinity mean?
Nearby.
Yeah.
Nearby, close, within eye shot of everybody, so we can all still see each other.
Yeah, just
Vicinity.
make sure we have some more food to get through the night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thanks.
I have a sandwich.
Food court is open. Grab whatever you want.
I never did finish my pizza.
Ooh, I'm gonna get some crab rangoons.
So good. On that note, you guys begin heading back toward the food court with the plan of finding some more equipment and clues, and also because that is where the statue little riddle seems to have led you. As you guys make it back to the food court, without even needing a perception, because all of you would notice this almost instantaneously, the body in the middle of the food court is gone.
Gross. No. Look, guys. Look, it's not there anymore.
Oh, good.
Is it wet there?
Dead. They were dead.
Yes.
Dead.
Then
There
they
is
got
still
better.
there is still a puddle, but there are some changes. If whoever wants
Are
to
there
get closer.
tracks? Wet footprints, perhaps?
Are you getting closer?
I am.
Go ahead and make.
I can help, Misty.
Okay, CJ comes over to help Misty. Let me, from either of you, or give the other advantage, however you do it, but I need survival checks.
Okay.
I get a +3 to survival.
Oh, that's better than me for sure.
So we just both roll.
Okay.
I got a
12?
10.
10. Misty, you got a 12?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say with a 10, CJ, you can tell that there seems to be some other substance mixed with what was originally a puddle of water. Seems to have clouded the water and has a reddish tint to it. And Misty, you do see what appears to be blood. And there isn't footsteps that lead away. However, there are drag marks. And it looks like water and blood sort of mixed together as it leaves the center here and heads, it looks like, towards the towards the restrooms.
Uh-huh.
The food court has their own sort of restrooms.
Right. Oh. I say, hey, Edgar, come here. And kind of have him fly over. Okay. I need you to repeat after me exactly. Hey, is anybody in here?
Hey, is anybody in here?
And I'll have him use mimicry. And I say,
Sick.
okay, so just keep saying that and kind of fly towards the restroom.
Okay. Edgar flies off, and you hear that as soon as they get out of eyesight, you begin to hear kind of echoing off of the subway tile hallways that lead to the 3 different bathrooms that are available in this sort of, it's like a little hallway that splits into the family bathroom, the men and the women's and stuff, and it has this subway tile walls, and you can hear the reverberation of, hey, is anybody here? Bouncing off the walls, kind of. Let me have Edgar make a perception check.
Come on, let's roll high. Okay, not the worst, not the best, but what can you do? That's a 17.
17. Edgar sees something. Sees something in the bathroom react and turn towards Edgar. What do you think Edgar would do in this split-second decision moment?
Squawk and run away.
Okay. Let me have... Feels crazy to do this so early on, especially to a brilliantly named familiar, but I need Edgar to roll initiative.
Oh. That's a... What do you got, initiative? Dexterity?
Mm-hmm.
That's an 11. 11.
And 11. Edgar gets to go first.
Okay. Edgar is going to dash and come back to us as fast as possible. So with the dash action, he can go 100 feet.
Brilliant. He wouldn't need that much to get back to you. You would probably need the you would probably need the dash, but probably just like another 10 or 15 feet to get to you from where they were.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, you hear this as Edgar comes like a bullet just firing out of the hallway and sort of gets behind you and starts using you as a shield a little bit. And is just kind of, you can hear their beak just clattering at, like with nerves. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna step in front of everybody and square up on the door.
Well, there's like the hallway. You guys are in the food court proper,
Right.
Tables and everything.
Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna.
And then there's a hallway that you can't see the end of because it's split to go into the different bathrooms. And Edgar went down further into one of those hallways.
Right.
So, are you?
I'm just gonna walk like
getting closer to the hallway,
just by like maybe 5 or 10 feet in front of everybody. I'm not like going off on my own, but I am gonna kind of take that stance in front of everybody in case something comes rushing out.
Okay, cool. Roach and Misty, what are you guys doing?
Boy, good question.
In like the sort of heat of the moment,
I would try and be sneaky.
Try and be sneaky. Okay, cool. Are you hiding like behind like a pillar, behind like a table, or like behind one of the counters?
I'd like pull my hood up and like go under a table and try and just like blend in with the shadows.
Absolutely, yeah. Make a stealth check.
Absolutely.
Okay, awesome. And Roach. Dope.
Oh, come on. I could do that better than the Raven thing. Hey, is anybody in here? And I'm gonna go towards the door.
Hell yeah. So you pass by Nick and start entering into the hallway, and you call out, "Hey, is anybody in here?
Hey, is anybody in here?"
You just hear at first what sounds like rumbling almost, or like growling, maybe moaning, and it seems to be getting louder slowly as shuffling around the corner you see two individuals who are dressed to the nines. I mean, one of them is wearing a Jack Skellington sweatshirt where like the hood, if you were to like zip it all the way up, would like be a head, but it's like unzipped. They have like a chain wallet on. They have like skate sneakers with like the fattest tongue on the shoe, like DC shoes, if you're familiar, or like Etnies. You see the other one is wearing a Star Wars shirt of the Phantom Menace. It's just a Jar Jar Binks shirt. And both of them are like this pale greenish skin, like almost jaundiced, yellow looking, sunken cheeks, vacuous holes for eyes. And both of them are like, as they're walking towards you, they're also kind of arguing with each other a little bit, but like non-verbally, as each of them are pulling at what seems to be like a severed leg. And I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Oh God.
Go.
Let's go.
Oh wait, I get
Soink Scoob.
That 20.
Yeah.
Hey.
Total 23.
Okay, who's coming close to a 23?
I got
19?
a 21.
Oh, nice. Way better.
21, 19. Sick. Roach, Misty, and CJ.
I have a 10.
Okay.
And I also have, let me see here. I also have alert, and
Mhm.
with the new version of alert, I can swap initiative with anybody in the party if they want to. So if anybody wants to go at 10.
I'll take it. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dope
What
as
a
hell.
wild
Absolutely.
feat. It's kind of fun.
Then Roach. It's also a wild thing for Roach to choose to go later because he's the closest problem. But
Are you
I
kidding
love
me?
that.
I want the wizard to go highest in initiative. That's
Of course, of course. Okay. Um, as these two shambling figures who are like tearing into the flesh of this leg that they're holding to, blood dripping from their mouths, sunken vacuous hole where you almost see a little bit of white noise, like static behind their eyes, like those like horror animes, kind of where it just has like black circles, like when a character freaks out or something. Nick, you are the first to go as you see Roach rush past you and call out, and you see two answers respond,
No,
or two figures
no,
answer.
Roach, wait. Are those zombies?
Dude, no.
Oh
way.
god. I'm gonna be like, okay, I guess I have powers now. Let's see if I can use them against these things. And I'll kind of like rush up next to Roach, and I'll put my hands together like at my chest, like, and there's a ball of energy that forms, and I'm gonna do like a straight up like Kamehameha blast at these things.
Hell yeah.
I'm burning a key, so it's technically 3 attacks all at once. And I'm just gonna focus on one of the zombies.
Okay, brilliant.
Right. I'm assuming a 7 doesn't hit.
A 7 will miss.
What about a 9?
A 9 will also miss.
What about an 11?
An 11 will also miss.
Cool.
As you are unfortunately like just learning these powers as they sort of surge from you, and you don't have like control over them or even understand necessarily what's happening. What does it look like as 3 energy key blasts shoot out of Nick's hands, and all 3 unfortunately go wide?
So I think Nick is not ready for, like, in the TV shows it's just like an energy blast thing, but like Newton's law says for like action reaction type of deal. So I don't think he's ready for the kickback, and it kind of just goes wide and goes like down the hallway and just takes out like a whole section of tile across the wall.
Yeah. Hell yeah, these blasts hitting tiles, and you hear the cracking of drywall and the like shattering of tiles as they hit the ground. And they kind of, these figures don't even seem to notice that happening and just continue to move like closer and closer to Roach. As it is now CJ.
Oh, that's not good. And I think to flavor the alert feat, he just kind of kicks back into like the hike, like moment of like, as soon as the play starts, like I have to make a move. So he immediately just starts running and like sprinting out to the side to get a clear shot, pulls up the staff, and then he goes, chromatic orb, and a silver kind of glowing almost disco ball kind of shoots up in the air and begins spinning like a roulette as if it's trying to randomly choose an element, and then it will shoot out just a large, almost like molten bolt of lava that kind of shoots out from it as I cast chromatic orb on the one to the, let's say, the left. So
Incredible.
Try to roll to hit. Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does hit.
Thank God.
Hey, that's pretty good. So that's going to be 3d8. Now with the new version of Chromatic Orb.
Oh, I'm familiar with their chaos
Yes.
bullshit that they've added into a already
So-
pretty good spell, I'd say.
So if I roll
No, it's
two
good.
of the same number, the attack then
Mhm.
bounces to a nearby target and they take half damage.
Right.
It's a 5,
Oh shit, that's cool.
a 1, a 7. Oh, so close. So yeah, they're gonna take 13 points of damage. Of I think I chose
Solid,
fire, right? Because you choose the element.
Yeah. You said lava.
Yeah, so it'll be fire damage.
Incredible. What was the total damage again? One more time.
That would be 13.
13. The one on the left. Roger that. As this massive fireball hits this figure wearing a let's say a SpongeBob shirt. It ignites and begins to burn away as it looks like it has taken some considerable damage, definitely bloodied,
And then I will
but it's still up.
look at Edgar and I'll say, peck at his eyes or something. I don't know. Help out Roach. And I'll use Edgar to use the help action
Incredible.
to give you advantage on your next attack.
Okay, awesome. Misty, that is your turn.
Okay, sick. So I kind of roll out from under the table and come into an athletic, lunge. And then I come up out of the lunge. I take this arrow off of my back, and I just pop a arrow off at the one in the. Trying to think of the shirt. Trying to remember my shirt.
Jack Skellington.
Jack Skellington hoodie. Yes, thank you. All right, here we go.
Okay, that's the one on the right.
Great. Ooh, is an 8 gonna hit?
An 8 is not going to hit, I'm afraid. You do have advantage because you were hidden.
Oh, great. Let's go. Okay, how about a 22 then?
A 22 will hit.
Bam. What is happening? It rolled 3 dice, sorry. So 1d6.
Well, you do get sneak attack.
Yeah. Do you think it did that automatically though? No.
Probably. Maybe because you had advantage. I don't know. Who knows?
Maybe it did. Okay. Well then, if so, it did roll 3d6. If so, then the total damage is 18 with my sneak attack.
Hell yeah. You take as you quickly switch weapons and pull out your bow, take a shot. It fires through, passes all of your friends safely, and hits this strange undead, sort of in its face in a way that it seems to be confused, and it doesn't necessarily seem to be in pain, but it is trying to pull this thing out of its face. As it just sort of lumbers forward. It's still up, but very badly hurt.
Okay, and I'm oh shit, and then I will use my bonus action to go hide under the table again.
Incredible. You pop out, take a shot, jump under another table. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Great. Would love to. 19.
19. Okay, very cool. It is now the ghouls' turn.
Go.
As one of them is simply the one on the left is just going to go for Roach, being the closest. The other one is going to attempt to get by Roach and go for the next closest person, which would be Nick. So, Roach, if you would like, you can make an opportunity attack.
Hell yes, I'm going to make an opportunity attack.
Okay.
Advantage.
Okay, so I will roll to hit with my... I have an axe. So I'm going to roll to hit with just a little tomahawk I find that is attached to my belt. That is going to be a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, well, because I hit with an attack roll, and I am a ranger, I'm going to mark this ghoul as my favored foe. And when I hit it, for 1 minute, and as I am concentrating on a spell, I will impose 1d4 damage to it. And then the bugs come. And
Incredible.
as I slam into this thing's side with this axe, roaches start to get in there and nibble away at the flesh. And I deal another 1d6 piercing damage from my swarm.
Incredible. Go ahead and roll for damage as you see Danny sort of acting like a drum major of a marching band and is just sort of like and is just sort of leading them down Roach's arm, down the handle of the axe into the neck wound of a ghoul as they begin to make work of this.
That's 11 points of damage.
Incredible. Roach, describe to us how you take out one of the ghouls that's trying to pass by you and go to Nick. It is like it's very, just to like set up the scene, it is at one moment trying to pull a arrow that Misty shot out of its eye and sort of gives up as it just snaps it, and then looks up and you can see it looking not like through you but like past you at Nick, and it immediately goes from like kind of like very old school zombie of like just kind of shuffling to like full sprint and tries to sprint around you, even like putting one foot on the wall and trying like Matrix Trinity style kick. And you manage to do this attack. Describe how you take out this zombie.
As this
or
thing
ghoul, technically.
runs on the fucking wall, Roach just screams, "No, no, 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 no!" And covering his face, just throws this thing at it, and it hits it in the neck. And then bugs come and devour it from the inside.
And they do. They come from they go through the wounds, and slowly you just see the body like a time-lapse video, like usually about mushrooms or something. You see this body just decay rapidly before your eyes. As that was the ghouls, that was your reaction to do that. So that's not even your turn. One of the ghouls is going to still trying to make an attack on you, though, Roach. Okay, that will most certainly hit with a 19 on the dice. As this creature claws out at you, I need you to make a Constitution saving.
That's a nat 1.
Ooh, doggy. Okay. You feel the sharp pain of this creature as it sort of just grabs onto one of your arms, and its claws sink into your sort of drags as it's like pulling you back towards the bathroom, and is sort of trying to drag you back in that direction. And as it does, its nails drive down your arm, and you feel this intense toxin enter your body as you feel all your muscles tighten and seize up, and you are paralyzed. Stuck in position, unable to move. And with that, the ghoul can't do anything mechanically, so it can't actually pull you any further, but like it begins to pull the paralyzed Roach deeper into the bathroom. And after the ghouls is Roach's turn. Now, Fortunately, you're paralyzed, so there's really nothing you can do except repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn. Luckily, you got a reaction where you got to kill one anyway, but... So I need another Constitution saving throw.
The Justin giveth and the Justin taketh away. 16.
16. At the end of your turn, you feel your muscles return to you, and you are no longer paralyzed.
Oh, whoa. That was like a bad trip, man. Don't do that again.
And the monster sees this, and you see its eyes grow even wider as you see a flicker of purple from within its skull as it sort of like... Make an insight check, Roach.
DMT. That is a 20. Dirty.
20. You're seeing... And it's weird because like it almost doesn't make sense. You can't explain it, but you feel very confident about what you're seeing. You're seeing fear in this creature's eyes as it turns around and looks back in the direction that it came from, and then looks back at you and then starts to like go for you again, to back towards that direction. As Nick, that is your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to charge up to this thing and go like let go of him and grab the back of its shirt, and I'm going to try and pull it. It's technically a shove attack. I have that on my sheet. Where it's not an attack, it's just a target must succeed on a strength or dexterity saving throw of a DC 12. I'm gonna as my attack action and try to pull it off of Roche and put it into the...
Fails.
Cool. So I like grab it by the back of the shirt and like do like a spin and throw it into like the middle of the hallway. And then I'm gonna do just the most epic, like I can't get the energy blast down, but I do know martial arts. So I'm just gonna kick the ever-loving crap out of this thing. I'm gonna burn another key point and do flurry of blows.
Awesome.
Come on, baby, don't let me down. Does a 13 hit?
13 does hit.
They both hit then. All right.
Amazing. Go ahead and roll for damage as you kick this ghoul twice. As you see its eyes grow widen as Roach seems to snap out of the paralysis.
It's 12 damage or 13 damage.
13. Okay, cool. Yeah, describe how you end this.
Hell yeah. So like I spin it around into the middle of the hallway and I like kick it once in the gut to get it to double over, and then I take a step back and do just the like an jump spinning roundhouse kick and hit it right in the head, and like I feel like I knock its head clean off.
Yeah, you do.
Nicely over here. Amazing.
You hear the snapping of the neck and the tearing of ligaments as its head just body. And you guys are out of combat for the time being, as you have taken out both of these undead, flesh-eating monsters. The strange part is that they are wearing normal clothes and seem to be human in some regards, and then obviously in others, much not so. But for all intents and purposes, with the exception of like eating flesh and like the eyes and stuff like that, like they are, you know, a head, 2 arms, 2 legs. They're wearing clothing and stuff like that. Like,
I think I have that hoodie.
what would you guys like to do?
Okay.
Did I just
Gross.
kill somebody?
Gross.
Technically, I think they were already dead. Right?
I kicked its head off.
That was a good kick.
Were these people in the mall with us before, or like did they come from somewhere else?
Bros. They were
What?
scared, bros.
What? No way.
They were scared of something. Something else. And there was like purple in its eyes, like magic shit.
Well, that wouldn't be the craziest thing we've seen today.
You're not wrong.
Well, this is very, very real at this point. So,
Yeah. Do we want to see? Do we want to see what's in the bathrooms?
hold on. I have an idea for that. Edgar, come here. As I kind of cradle his face. All right, I'm gonna see if we can like do a Vulcan mind meld. All right, so I can see through your eyes.
That's what Darth Vader does.
And my eyes roll in the back of my head, and I start to see through Edgar's eyes, and I just have him lead me through the paths through the bathroom to see what he sees. And I'm just
Incredible.
saying out loud and relaying what I'm seeing.
Okay, dope. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Whoa. Golly gee willikers. That's real bad. That's a 6.
6.
Golly gee, Jane. Would it be an advantage? I've been here before.
It wouldn't be advantage. However, even with a 6, it's almost impossible to miss this one thing that is in the men's bathroom. As you see it's like it's a 6, right? So you see it, but also not much detail about it, as like there's like light coming from it, and it sort of is a little blinding in this moment because of how dark it is in the mall and stuff, especially these hallways. And in the bathroom, flickering lights overhead, sort of strobe effect, as you just see in one of the stalls where the door is closed to it, but you see from spilling out underneath the openings of the stalls underneath, you see an intense dark purple light that seems to be like ovulating. Oscillating. Jesus.
That's the one. That's the one.
It's pregnant with emotion.
One of those only has
It's ovulating. We can tell because of the purple.
Trust me,
Yeah, exactly,
it's
the
ready.
God damn it.
I think it's ovulate over. What's the word? The light's ready for us to come in there. Oh, I don't. Sorry, that didn't sound right. Let's go in there. I think it's
just
clear.
go. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
let's go. I'll go first, and I'll go down the hallway in front of everybody.
Okay. Yeah, you head over, taking your time, kind of tiptoeing, and eventually make it. There's no other sounds, there's no other sounds of like obvious movement of like more undead or something like that. However, the closer you get to the men's room, you do begin to hear what almost sounds like crackling of energy, like static shock or like Tesla coils connecting or something like that.
Okay. I'm
As
gonna
you push
keep
inside.
going. Yeah.
You see along one of the walls are all of the stalls, right? And clear as day, underneath one of them, you see some sort of immense source of light as dark, spooky, purple light is sort of cast across the floor and is sort of like dancing, oscillating, some would say.
Can I do an investigation check on this thing?
Yeah. Actually, I would say it's closer to Arcana, but
I'd like to also do an Arcana check if.
okay, yeah, let's do Arcana check.
I'd like to also do an Arcana check.
Of course,
Hey,
please.
Okay.
Roach,
Roach,
are
you
you
must.
okay, man? You got really like stiff and like your eyes like go back of your head there for a bit. Are you okay, dude?
That's my thinking face.
No, I've
And this
seen your
is
thinking
giving-
face. It's more like this. I've seen that one before. That one, the one what just happened, I've never seen that.
Got a 16. Yeah, that.
The wizard got a 9.
Wait, are you gonna be a zombie now? Because like it like scratched you, right?
Yeah, isn't it like how
That's
that
how
House
works?
of the Dead.
zombies work, right?
Hey,
Dude, maybe we should look at that.
I just want, I'm gonna raise up my hand, and it's like obviously like mangled by, instantly hide it again. And I got a 19 on the die. -2 is a 17 on my Arcana check.
I think everybody
Amazing.
beat the wizard.
Amazing. Okay.
It's definitely magic.
Roach, did you ever take damage from that attack?
No,
Did I
I
ever do
didn't.
damage? Okay.
I
Okay.
didn't.
You take 5 points of damage.
Oh, guys, I got hurt.
Yeah, I think the high kind of is coming down, and you're starting to feel that. Yeah.
I think we need to look at that, dude. That doesn't look very good.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
But
It's good.
it's a zombie scratch.
Can't believe that kid had
In-
ears.
Karate Kid. Hey, Karate Kid, stay to your genre.
Nick.
Okay?
like,
Speaking
okay.
of which,
I don't need you to cause panic right now, right? I don't need you to try to come at me.
I'm worried for the group as a whole.
I'm worried for my hand.
That's
Dude,
fair.
we're worried about that too.
Mm-hmm. Just let
Don't
us
bite
know
your
if
lip
you
like
start
that.
feeling like you want to eat our brains or something, I guess.
What?
Okay. Yeah, this
Okay,
is...
in
this-
that-
Yeah.
in that moment. Okay, so Roach, you got a 17.
Yes.
Okay, and then the next was Nick with like a
16. Mhm.
16. Okay. Misty, did you roll anything or you're just you're just chilling? Okay. And then CJ, you got a 7 or a 9?
A 9.
A 9. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
With
you guys
that-
are checking this source of light without
Oh,
opening the
yeah.
door to the stall.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
just kind of in the room.
CJ? Yeah. CJ? It's fucking magical. You know
Definitely
this.
magic.
You know that this is magic. You can tell. And Nick, you're picking up. There's like a split second where you think back to that book that you were reading at Walden. And you start to think about other dimensions.
Okay.
And Roach, you think back to a particular toasty high that you've had before where you've thought about other dimensions. And you're like, this is fucking a portal to another world, dude.
It's just like a fucking portal to another world, dude.
You think? I mean, I read about it in like a fantasy book. I didn't
I
even,
saw it.
You guys hear that there is crackling sounds going on, and you can hear that there are the sounds of something trying to pass through the portal.
I'm a punchy boy. I'm just gonna go ahead and interpose
Yeah.
myself between everybody and square up.
Yeah, I feel like we have to try to find a way to close it. So
I will
definitely ready
say
my bow and just kind of point it at the portal.
for sure, Roach. I think with that with that really high roll, I almost said nat 20. With that really high roll, you would know that it is. it's all just theory, but you could absolutely, if you damage a portal enough, you could close it.
Yo, man, we're all just made of like metaphysical space, right? And if we hit the atoms that we are projecting through our brain waves and our vibrations hard enough, we can cause an impact that might close the quantum projection we see before us in this bathroom.
So punch the portal.
Punch it hard, dog.
I'm gonna shoot a key blast at the portal.
And I grab my quarterstaff and go, "True strike!" Yeah.
Amazing.
This is great.
You guys all begin to unleash a flurry of attacks, mostly on the outside door of a bathroom stall, until eventually you do enough damage to this. Your first key blast and true strike all sort of target on the door until the door is destroyed and or opened, and then you can see the portal and you can see an undead ghoul that is not wearing any clothes, like is shirtless. That's as much as you can tell. It's not like wearing any clothes from the to where, as it is like clawing. It is like a very small portal, relatively speaking. Like it's not like a map or something. It's just like a tear in the rift as this creature is like clawing and trying to shimmy its way out, as you all unleash more attacks, shooting bows, doing everything, and eventually you push this ghoul back and you see the portal, after taking enough damage, close and seal, and it sort of vanishes into nothingness, and you're left here in the bathroom.
Oh shit.
Knowing that just outside are bodies of two strange undead creatures from this other plane, or some connection somehow. But there's a lot of questions in the air in terms of how they're wearing clothes, how that is connected. Who are they, if they have any sort of identities or anything like that. And so in these final moments before we wrap up, I would love to know, in this turn of events, what is going through each character's thoughts, essentially. What is each character feeling in this moment, knowing that they have their journey to save them all has truly just begun?
I feel like Misty started out like very skeptical of this whole thing, but as soon as the like anime style transformation started happening and I got to see everybody else change, that kind of like solidified for me, like, oh, this is like pretty real. I could like feel instantly that this was different. And from that moment on, it's more like just acceptance of like, this is what we're obviously in some other dimension, or something's happening here. Things aren't the way they should be, but this is just how it is. And so I feel just very accepting of everything, kind of just like rolling with the punches. Like, yeah, okay, ghouls, sick. Okay, portal, great. All right, what's next?
I think for CJ, he's kind of standing there, and the only thing that's kind of going through his mind is like, don't panic, just call the play. Just adapt, figure it out, make a game plan, call the play. Just keep calling the plays. And that's just kind of the mantra he's saying to himself in his mind.
I think Nick was first very reluctant to definitely very reluctant to start on this kind of journey adventure. But now that it's started, he kind of feels almost back in his element, because he's used to, oh yeah, I've got to, get gold medals at every tournament and also straight A's at school. I have all of this pressure on me all the time. What's saving the world? So now it's just kind of more of settling in and being just kind of trusting himself to be able to endure whatever is going on and also win. That competitive fire has started to kindle up, where he's like, okay, I just kicked a zombie's head off. Let's go.
Roach is really high. Ever
Unusual.
since Nick said something about his arm and a ghoul hitting his arm, all he can think about is how it's itching and how he might be slowly turning into a zombie. And it is consuming every waking thought. Also, there are bugs now on him. This is like the worst day he's ever had at the mall. And he kind of wants to cry a little bit, too.
Yeah.
Again, he's really high.
Yeah. Kind of would have to be.
Yeah. And we know that there is more green to be had, as just as there is more story to be had, as this is the end of episode 1 of Mall Madness 99. Thank you all for sticking around and for watching actual play here. I hope that it was enjoyable and fun for players and everything. I hope you guys had a great time. I had a fantastic, excited to see where this goes. Although I know where some parts of it go, and I'm super freaking excited to see these characters in some more wacky situations, because we have barely skimmed the surface of what weird and wacky stuff is going to happen when these rifts start opening up. And how do we get into the basement of the mall? We have to find these 2 keys and people that might be helping us along the way, and the friend or and so many confusing things are happening. Hopefully all these answers will be answered because they're questions and they'll be answered regardless. Let's go around one more time. You can say your name, another plug for anything that you would like to plug, and then we're going to wrap things up and stick around for another action surge, and we'll get into that in a second. Our post-session table talk show. But yeah, let's go around. We'll start back at the top with Cameron and just go alphabetical again. Yeah, go for it.
Rock and roll. I'm Cameron. Any all pronouns. You can find me at Streaming Rainbow on Enchanted Sorcery Productions, playing some Thirsty Sword Lesbians. And this has been wonderful. I've had a great time. Thanks.
Hi, we're back here again. Gosh, what a journey we've gone on since from the beginning to now. It feels like we're entirely different people since my beginning slate, but alas, I'm still Daniel, at Daniel the DM on Twitch, TikTok, and on YouTube. Other series you can catch me on, starting at the end of this month, Fables and Fortune. There's an announcement.
Nail it.
But there's another series that I will be starting at the end of November. So check my socials for the full announcement about that on my end.
Ooh, that's so cool. Oh, me. Hi, Kayla again. I'm also still here. Same person, different character. You can usually find me at Potions and Potpourri. Also hanging out on other people's games, playing TTRPGs with radical people like So You Wanna Be a DM. It's been really sick.
Hell yeah. And I'm Taylor. I am the co-host of the So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master podcast. And you can find it anywhere you find podcasts. And we have an Instagram and TikTok and a YouTube and obviously the Twitch. And we've got a Patreon. And all of our links are down in the little About Us section down below over there. But yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks for being a part of this, all of everybody. This has been so much fun.
So much fun. And now we're going to get into some more shenanigans. But thank you again, and tune in next week to find out where we go here in the mall, because I have some stuff in store. Oh, baby, I'm excited. But that's for next episode. We'll see you then.
Yeah.